Joining us on the news to discuss the ongoing local government elections in Rivers State is political analyst George Brown. Thank you so much, Mr. Brown, for joining us. What are your thoughts on the credibility of the election, considering the controversy surrounding the appointment of the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission by the sole administrator?
Okay, good evening. Thanks for having me. Thanks, viewers. Good evening, viewers. I want to start by saying that what we have today in Rivers State is not an election, but a selection and ultimately a coronation. That is what we have in Rivers State as of today, not an election. Selection, a coronation. That's what we have.
All right, so how do you think this particular outcome, especially for this election, how do you think it's going to affect things, political dynamics now, ahead of the 2027 governorship election in Rivers State?
Okay, what we're currently seeing in Rivers State is a contestation for power, grandstanding, positioning, and the various political actors trying to project their strategic capacities, their positioning in influencing votes for their choice political parties and candidates in 2027. That is what they are positioning themselves to achieve. However, 2027 is not going to be the same what you're having today. Today, what you are having today in Rivers State is not an election. By the INEC electoral guidelines, even by Electoral Act, this election that is being held today is not in consonance, or it does not fulfill the basic requirements of an election according to the law or guidelines stipulating on how an election should be conducted. So it does not align with that. So how can you put illegality on illegality? According to those people that are lawyers, they say that nothing cannot stand on nothing. So this election, I wonder what this election is standing on. When the suspended governor, the election that he conducted was thrown out of the window on the basis upon which this election is also being held. And I recall when the chairman of the Independent Electoral Commission, Professor Mahmoud Yakub, held a meeting with state resident electoral commissioners, and he sounded an alarm about the time, effluxion of time and the time limitations that are that you need to satisfy to conduct an election. And he said that he did not mention any state, but he said that you cannot print ballot papers, get all the logistics that you need to put together, and voters register and campaign of political parties and their primaries and hold an election in 30 days. He said that is impossible. But you know, currently anything is possible in Nigeria. Appointed military administrator, a retired military man that is not a sole administrator, that is not elected by the people, is now the one conducting elections for people that are supposed to be democratically elected. So in Nigeria, anything is possible. That man is not democratically elected, but they say that the Constitution empowers the president to exercise.
Mr. Brown, Mr. Brown, in all of this, Mr. Brown, in all of this, how would you say, or what part would you say the judiciary has played? Because we keep hearing illegality, this election shouldn't happen, and stuff like that. What part do you think the judiciary has played in all of this setup?
I think the judiciary has a job cut out. The judiciary has a job cut out. Like the politicians will always say, I'm not a politician. Like the politicians will always say, contest the election or this election, then anybody that is aggrieved should go to court. That's to tell you that the courts have been brushed and painted into a group of people. Yeah, that's what the judges are, that are They are neither here nor there. So let's do what we want to do. Let's do self-help. Let's help ourselves. Let's circumvent the law. Then if you're not okay with what we have achieved by gangsterism, then you can go to court, and at the end of the day, the court decides who is who. And that is what we're having today, and that is what we might have tomorrow, and that is why they are boldly saying, let's just get it done, and you go to court. Anybody's agreed, you go to court. So how can you conduct an election when the conditions consequent upon which the state of emergency was established by the president, Tinubu? He said that political activities are hereby suspended pending the period of the state of emergency declared in Rivers State. So party primaries, political party campaigns, and even an election, are these not the core of political activities? Are these not the core of political activities? And today we're having an election conducted under the watch or superintended over by one man that is not elected as governor. And they might go to say that he derives his power from the National Assembly. So Nigeria is a banana republic. Nigeria is.
Now, what role do you think, Mr. Brown, what role do you think stakeholders, including civil society groups and even the media, what role do you think they can play in ensuring that, we have a free and fair election? Let's not forget 2027 is just around the corner.
Now, let me say again, as weak as Buhari was, as weak and as not aware as he was, as he always say, I am not aware, Buhari wouldn't have done this illegality. He would not have gone this way. Even as comatose that Buhari nosedived and snowballed our economy into, Buhari would have taken this kind of political decisions. So 2027 is going to be a different game entirely. Well, we're not in the minds of these people that are in government. Of course, they are making their plans. The people that are also planning to contest the elections in 2027 are also making their plans. So it's all, let's watch and see. But as watchers of what's going on, I can tell you that many people in Rivers State, to be specific, are not happy with the APC and the president. And of course, it's not because the people of Rivers State are so concerned with what is happening between the governor of Rivers State, the elected governor, and one man called Yeson Wike, that is a minister in Abuja. But because in Rivers State, we are more concerned with who is our leader, who is our governor. That's why Rivers people don't clamor for federal appointments. Rivers people don't clamor and make so much noise like people in the northern part of Nigeria that have a lot of ministers, a lot of appointments, yet they are making noise that they have been marginalized. We are people from Rivers State say that. It's because we're more concerned with who is our governor. Because our governor is the closest to us. Our governor is who brings development to us. It's not somebody in Abuja. So we're very concerned who becomes our governor, not who is in Abuja. You see it? But those people in the north are busy clamoring, making a lot of noise about they have been marginalized because they love power, and the power that they have without control has not brought any benefits to them. However, we in Rivers State are more concerned with who is our governor. That is what we're more concerned about. One man that calls himself Yeson Wike, that stays in Abuja as minister, and he brought this man to become our governor. Whatever it is, he brought the man. We are the man. The man became governor. You leave the man to be governor. Yes, even though he midwifed and brought the man in, there is nobody in this country that was not supported or assisted to become a governor, one way or the other. Nobody fell down from heaven. Even in the Yeson Wike, there are a lot of people that made him governor, a lot. But he has come out to turn around and make people believe that he fell from heaven.
Thank you so much, Mr. Brown. We'll have to.
I don't need to
thank you, Mr. Brown, but we'll have to wrap things up as regards this conversation right now. And thank you so much for your time.
So, yes.